Okay. So what I'm doing here is for you to feel the gravity um, within within this organized these things called scale. Feel the gravity. So tonic, and then third note, da 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 da. Third note, da dominant. Have the brightness, la la reading tone. So if we yeah, when we talk about harmony, it's a two things. So first of all, harmony, the how harmony is constructed within four voices, understanding of that is important. But when we look at your own part, and then for you to kind of feel the sense of gravity within the scale system or within the organized tonality, I think that's really important for me. Like this working Haydn, there is a sense of as Haydn intent. There is a sense of return to nature sense, so that if we can be hyper aware for the tonality, and then that often you hear follow the contour, and then follow the contour means there is that naturalness of how we can phrase the melody depending the shape of it. So if we can kind of apply that sense the way we work on the music, I thought that would kind of inspire us, and then just kind of guide us to try to play as naturally as we want. That's kind of aim, isn't it? Like we have to work out the physical things to make it sound very natural. But if we can apply the concept of tonal gravity within the phrase where we played, I think that's really helpful, especially for Haydn. Okay, another things we want to address whilst, especially first movement, working on is always be aware of the length of phrase. And then so I try to allow as much play through as possible so that other instrument can also play with it. But if we can kind of organize our mind for the length of the phrase, that would be very helpful. Okay, so beginning, this is the things which you will see in the rehearsal segment video perhaps. But let's play first section up until pom pom da 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 da, so which is 26, 7, 8, 9, 10, up to third by 30. Let's play those pom 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 three crochet as a one bar. Let's replace that with one bar and dotted minim, but maybe we can start thinking of how we want the function of the bar could be. Is it the upbeat or is it the downbeat? First, let's play as a upbeat. So. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So if we play like that, if we try to make that 3 crochet as an upbeat, definitely doesn't work for 25. That phrase doesn't work. That's a downbeat, definitely, right? And then the fourth phrase is also questionable. Let's do one more time that way. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. definitely downbeat. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's six bar phrase. It's very even, but everything else isn't. Okay. Let's.
What is the bar number? I'm sorry, I didn't hear the bar number.
Bar number. You mean the 25?
25. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's not think that pom 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 as an upbeat this time. So let's count from the um, beginning of the phrase, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it definitely go to the fifth measure, right? Pom 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 pom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's feel that way. Okay. Somebody is not muted. Who is that? Okay. All right. Okay. Ready, go. Okay, I think that's more like it. So I think what I wanted to address is that when we think about the function of pom pom pom, and it often we feel like that's kind of one thing's attached. One thing's attached to rather kind of natural arc shape of melody, but I think it is part of the melody. I hope I'm making sense. Now, so phrase pattern wise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You do the 4 times, and then from 25, bom 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 bottom, and don 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 don. So I think that phrase become 2 plus 4. Yeah. Okay. Let's play from the beginning again, but this time with the three crochet now. There are so many different ways to play. I always played with Apple previously, and it was Leo's idea to start down, and we're still experimenting down. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what we are doing. I think it works, especially if we make the conscious choice that bam 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 is the start of the phrase, not the upbeat function. Okay, so we'll play from the beginning to 30. So pianissimo. How to do pianissimo? My choice is go to farther away from the bridge, so it's almost a tasto. So I feel more control. Sometimes when we try to play really, really soft, and it has the physical impact, and they go, we can't really produce a good sound. That happens to me. So my choice is often kind of be at the tastable. Sorry, Jeremy. Yes, that is right. I'm looking at the two edition. Yeah. Okay. Shall we practice the pom 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 things one more time? Let's do pom 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 pom. Kind of loop it. Ready, go. You can kind of find the kind of comfortable place where you're not so rigid. It's really difficult to start natural, these things. One more time. Ready, go. So I am doing slight potato-esque. I cannot see myself on the screen and then. Okay, that's fine. That's better. I use a little bit of pinch. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. Pinch of the thumb to make that. But essentially, the ball keeps moving. Okay, let's go. Okay, from the forte, which is 31. 1, 2. Now, this this subito piano, sorry, subito forte, I'm talking about 39, 40, 41, 42. Yeah? So that's a kind of game changer bar. Immediately, you have to give the impulse there. Okay, one more time from 31. Ready, go. Now, so for me, this bar from 49 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bar, it doesn't look like anything bar in second violin part. But I think it's one of those places like you have to understand the musical, the context of music. So it has incredible momentum for the fast violin part. So when we joined the singing things for the 57, 55, so we had to catch the momentum first violin set. Yeah. So in the way we play a rather simple part, we have to be aware. Yeah. Okay. So bum 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 bum. Let's go from 46. No, 47. What I mean. Okay. 1, 2. from 60 onwards, it's the same things. So we have to understand what's going on, and then first violin part, or in a big music. But so again, it looks like a nothing part for second violin part, but you have to understand the phrasing, the length of phrasing from 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bars. You have to be aware for the arc of 8 bars. Okay, let's go from singing bit, which is 55. Okay, let me just catch the chat a little bit. Okay. Okay, sorry, I'll catch that. Okay, right. Okay, 55, ready, go. Play double. So we have to save the bow for 60, yeah, but 2, 3, we go there, 1, 2, yeah, okay, one more time, and vibrato for the yes, I use fourth finger for F sharp, which isn't great with the fourth finger, but that's what I use, so I have to persevere. But yeah, whatever the choice you have, but vibrato, relaxed left hand is important. Okay, 55, ready, go. Double bassy. Okay, so this one, bum 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 bum. When it go before it gets semiquaver, you have to have the energy. Yeah. So that's kind of there are many violists here as well. When you play the inner voice in the quartet or orchestra, you sometimes have this one bar you have to shine. Yeah, and then if you are kind of backseat driver and they come to the front, doesn't work, right? So like you always have to be aware for the momentum of the music. So it could be sometimes it might not be the one bar. Sometimes it's one note or two note, but you have to be aware for the momentum, and then the phrase going on within the ensemble. Yeah. So although this is a unison passage. So you have to have. I mean, we are playing as one, and the first violin has been playing all these acrobatic things. Yeah, throughout the piece, and then when you join as one, you have to you have to be aware to be rising up to the energy level. So that's one of the things. And then when we join the triplet, sorry, it's scratches on one next line. That's the same things. Throughout the passage, we have to be aware. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 so we have to be aware for the what kind of energy first violin part is musically having. So we have to match that. Okay, let's go from bum bum A sharp. Okay, ready, go. Energy. It's hard, isn't it, to jump in the okay. Let's practice the triplet bar a little bit slower. 1, 2, especially the ba-da-da-dum toward the end. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's add. Let's go back to bar before. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's have a run at it. Let's go from A. Whatever that is. Is it 71 or something? Yeah. I will go up to this triplet and then I will read the chat. Okay, so let's do A. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now it's completely different. Now here, what I believe what's important is feel the interval and follow the contour. So you really have to feel the contour here, okay? Ready, go. Long phrase. Da, 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 da. Again, same things. This place where we have the dotted minim, it looks like a nothing bar, but you have to understand the phrasing and where the turning point is. I think I always view that kind of 97 as the peak of the phrase and then effort. Let's go from so a bit simpler sound. Okay, 84. Ready, go. Now, this little thing, it's so cute, but it's actually quite difficult to execute. Now, I thought about a few, you might have done it in first writing sectional, but let's do a little bit of exercise. So, first one is all separate. Okay, maybe something like that. Maybe we divide crochet as well. 1, 2, 3, 1. Sorry, I kind of abbreviated the rest, but one more time. 1, 2, 3. Da, 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 da. So, really think about the typewriter for the left hand. Okay. Precise left hand. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1. Da, 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 da. Now, let's do a little bit slower. What I want you to do is be aware which note you are putting the finger, which note you're lifting the finger. So especially the lifting finger one, you have to be incredibly quick. We are good at adding the articulation. That's easier. We have to be precise for lifting the finger, which is harder, or like just we are less aware. So you see sometimes people incredibly too busy finger. That's often because we are so aware of putting the finger on, but so first three are adding the finger. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So the lift latter half, you articulate the sound by lifting. Sometimes you kind of, I'm sure you came across to the practice of, sometimes it's good to train the finger with left hand pizzicato. That's precisely for this reason, lifting finger, to have the quicker lifting finger. So I will do a little bit slowly for same things, all separated, but so you kind of you make a mental trace of which one is adding, which one is lifting. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Yeah. So it's an incredibly once you start thinking about it, it might kind of paralyze you for a little while. But it is essentially very helpful. If you are aware, it will just make your left hand to work better. Now, next exercise is osla. 2, 3. 2. Okay, one more time from 1, 2, 3. Da 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 dum. 2, dum. Yeah. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, Okay. Now let's change the change. Da 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 da. Yeah. Change the crochet. 1, 2, 3. Da da. Da. Okay. Now we do. Oh, oh yeah. I just did up, down. Let's do the other one. Down, up, down, up. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, Now let's do down, up, down. 1, 2, 3. 2, Okay, let's reverse. Up, down, up. 1, 2, 3. 2, Now, after a while, you have no idea which one is best. But what's good is if you do something like that, you kind of you take care of every little nuance, so that it kind of start just ironing out unnecessary habit. So then it kind of you get closer to make it sound really natural and easy. That often I find this passage, it should be easy, and it's one of those things. It sounds really easy in your head, but when you play, it doesn't sound natural, and then why is that? So things like that helps. Like you come up with all different kinds of exercise. So just finger and body work slightly more efficiently. Sorry, I will now check the chat. Okay, bar number please, sorry, and then sorry for forgetting that. Hemiora bar 2020. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Sato Himiola. But that um within the context and it's still like making the 6 bars phrase. Okay, it may be useful to do each phrase in just two balls, one to each grape for 3 bars sottovoce.
That was talking about right back in the beginning, the very opening.
So what do you mean each just two balls? So you do you mean that you phrase two two two?
No, I actually meant this.
Ah, I see.
Just as
Yeah,
an exercise.
yeah. No, it's good exercise. Thank you, thank you. Uh, but, okay. Yeah, finger lifting, that's great. But 99 slide to go down, then up. Da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-dum. Slide in 2 balls. Oh, I see. It's again. It's the addition things. Yes. So usual performance practices. People do either way. That's right. So so I'm talking about this codetta in Simon Roland Jones one. It has a one slur and then um dagger in the slur, whatever that is. I think we should ask Simon what he means.
I think you might find it's just a stress on the note,
Yeah.
not a
Mm-hmm.
change. Not a
That's
change.
what we find. If we do all slur, it sounds a little bit. It sounds a little bit like this. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da. It just needs a little bit of. Just the right amount of da-da-da, da-da-da. The stress makes it a little bit extra sparkle, I find. Okay. Gosh, time management is awful today. Okay, I just wanted to touch at least a little bit of development. Okay. Oh, how do I do this? The first difficult thing is to successfully play the subito forte. So let's just do first 3 bars of development. Okay. 1, 2. So I do both left hand increase of vibrato and then sudden pressure and then both speed increase. Okay, ready, go. Okay, one more time. Ready, go. Okay, it's quite difficult. Oh, okay. First of all, can we play this hum? So 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth bar of development. Ready, go. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then let's skip to 125. Okay. Kind of intense harmony, right? 1, 2, 3. Get ready, go. Okay, let's play the whole phrase one more time from development. So 113. Ready, go. I find bow distribution really challenging, especially this little bum bum ba just in the middle, those three bars. It's kind of, I feel kind of, yeah, clumsy there. But if you can manage to play the arpeggio as smooth as possible, and then if you can use, yeah, kind of, if you can use a bow. Also string crossing, yeah, vibrato string crossing. Okay, let's do it again. Ready, go. Sorry, I played wrong note. Okay, sorry. One more time. Yeah. Quite I think you can use the darkest sound, one of the darkest sound you use in this movement, in this moment. Harmony is really intense. Right, shall we skip to the triplet? Now I haven't done this thorough practice yet, but I really like George's suggestion of the fingering. So I'm going to do that. Can we play slightly slowly from triplet 163, 4, 5, 6? 166. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Let's do the version no slur, sorry. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. Okay, so let's understand the harmonical progression. So it's more intense in the third bar, right? Then so the last phrase goes to the A sharp. But first bar, second bar, third bar, slightly come back and go, dum bum bum bum. That's a kind of, I think that's kind of my mapping. Okay, I want to add the slur, but still slowly. That's slurring I want to. Then. So that's my choice of slurring. There's the other way, but add the slurring and then it's still the slow tempo. 1, 2, 3. It's really difficult to make the difference for the third bar, I find. Okay. Okay, let's do one more time. 1, 2, 3. So I am experimenting this half position. Oh, sorry, position. But a second position is also okay. Okay, let me see. Okay. I think I will leave the rest of the first movement. Yeah, thank you for the daga in the slur means the addition in Haydn school. Thank you. Any question for the first movement? Okay. All right, second movement. Let's do the similar exercise. Just quickly. Let's play D minor scale in 1 octave, and then back down and up. Okay, so we can kind of shift. Ready, go. Maybe we can purposely choose slightly less vibrato or non-vibrato here. Okay, ready, go. When I play the things like that, this helps for me to be aware it's that strings. Imagine strings is a tube. Actually, it's a it's not wire or it's not string. If you kind of visualize just kind of magnify the string itself. So imagine something like a tube, and it really makes me aware what level of the tube ball contacts. Yeah, so if you just kind of imagine that, and then I can play there or there or there, and then it gives the variety. Yeah, sometimes we are so caught up with all other things, but I'll try to come to that sensation of kind of visualizing, so that I have the room to go in and out of what level of contact I have, because that would change the dissonance. That will change the resonance and the color. Okay, let's do the same things. Go to arpeggio. Let's just do D, A, D. Same 3 notes sounds different comparing to the when we were doing the exact exercise in the first movement. Okay, da, 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 da. Let's add the leading tone. Da, 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 da. Ready, go. Okay, kind of weird. So first 3 notes, and then A C sharp. Ready, go. On and off. So again, experiment this. Okay, let's play the first theme without repeat. 1 and 2, 4. So, couple of things. Bar 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bar 6. It's a good one. It's a important things to answer immediately to the first violin, but sound pronunciation wise, the note before F already has to give resonance and a warmth. Otherwise, you can't change the gear suddenly for bum bum bum. If you do that, that will just pops. So you have to increase the resonance. That kind of, that's one of the things you can do as an inner voice, viola and second violin in the quartet. You can kind of manipulate and also engineer the level of vibration within the group. So imagine that sometimes sound is like this and sometimes sound is like this, and the kind of inner voice have the power to kind of shape the level of resonance. So yeah, so when you can give the resonance already. Yeah, so you can kind of increase the resonance slightly before you have boom, boom, boom. Okay, now next things I want to do is so from this section you can have a mental map for the scale line. So that's the thread for this melody. So it's a scale line, isn't it? So if you think about it, the whole phrase start from A to D, yeah. You know what I mean? So you have the thread of notes in between. You go as far as upper F, but it's settled in D. So that kind of simplified scale line. This is kind of proper word. It's like the things called Schenkerian analysis, but you don't need to know those difficult words. But the simplified scale line or simplified tonality will help us when we play the complicated stuff or ornamented stuff, so we know the basic structure. Okay, let's play the theme one more time without repeat, and then we'll go to the variation one. Well, how are we doing? It's already time. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So from F, there's a sense of settle into final chord. Okay, so variation 1. Well, again, there are so many ways to do this, so I don't want to. I want you to have freedom to explore the ornamentation and then also the phrasing of it. But what I wanted to encourage you to do is just really think about those simplified harmony, and then also the theme, and then this variation itself sounds like ornamented rather than written out. Does it make sense? So like I said the exactly same thing in the last week as well, but when we have the rest-based things, I don't want those rhythm to disrupt the basic theme. Okay, let's just play the variation 1 without repeat. 1, 2, 3. So just because we just follow the scale line from the bar 12, so the A to D, and then F is the highest note of this thread. So if we apply that, when we have the variation from 31, actually the second note of second note of semi is the main note. Do you understand? Then this G is not part of the harmonical note. That's the dissonance added. Yeah? So the function of G, high G, and F is different. F is part of the thread. Da, 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 da. Because of that, the phrase itself will fall. But da, 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 da. G natural, is a kind of, dissonance. For that sense, it's if you want to choose to play G without vibrato, that's probably very appropriate. So it sounds painful. Yeah. Let's do it again. When we play the long note, beginning of the bow, I find it's useful to have lightest bow pressure. So you can kind of go with the natural tension of the bow. Yeah. Also, modern bow, it's heavy in the heel, so it's good to have light amount of bow grip here. So you can kind of pull the bow in the middle of the bow. Okay, let's do it again for variation one more time. 1 and 2. It's amazing music. Yeah. Okay. I want to go skip to sottovoce. Let's go skip to which is 85 upbeat. So we did in the listening section the Haydn's recording. It really went to the downbeat of 89, which is completely different from my instinct. I was imagining that's like kind of frost moment from 89. But either way, now understanding of the length of phrasing is really important here until the fortissimo. So let's play from 85 upbeat. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Now, how much bow I have to change, I don't know until I play with the chord in the room. But let's map out from 18 now. So that something happened harmonically 92, right? So that bar change again. Then when we ended up that harmony there, then two bars. Then unexpected. I don't have enough words to describe the power of harmony in this section. But perhaps, well, you can analyze it if you want to, looking at the score. But really, really, why don't we individually tune into what harmony means in this section? And I think that's kind of the gift given to us, that the moment like this is just so so out there. I don't want to put too much words to it, because you're all very intellectual and you understand it. But I think we have liberty to live with that, really quest the meaning of harmony in this, well, everywhere, but here especially. And then after that, then yeah. So go through the meaning of it with the recording and our track, and then kind of go really understand the harmony and what you want to do, and then I think soon we can have rehearsal, right? When it gets lifted, and then I think this is a great one. Opus 20. I mean, it's all great, Opus 20, but this is a great one to kind of really have the sense of one, and then from one to depart, and then just kind of explore the possibility. So I'm very grateful for Haydn for this great work. I think I will conclude here, and I just follow up any comments. George, is this a second movement? Bar 20, bar 95.
The viola effectively has minims, but on the offbeat.
Yeah.
One per bow, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Change the bow as you need it, but make it sounds like the original. Where does the sottovoce end? Yeah, exactly. To me, I always see that sottovoce this is my interpretation, and then I always imagine the sottovoce sort of expire as 94. So I do see that even the section of 89, this lovely heavenly moment, it's kind of within sottovoce or like it just kind of end up coming out of it, and it becomes a kind of free world. 94, but it's there's no clear answer for this, isn't it? Some
I've just
you
to
can
mark
imagine.
at 94 on the Peters edition. There's a tiny little division on the slur, as if you might want to do that anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I did that in the rehearsal. Now this kind of how much ball, it's changes by the amount of resonance in the group. You know, if you have to change the ball, you have to change the ball, but understand the unit of, you know, harmonical unit. So it's a two bars, but yeah, change the ball if you need it. Yeah.
But as James already has written, those little marks in the slurs, I think, showed that they're editorial slurs, just simply to be consistent with the slurs that Haydn wrote in.
Ah, yeah.
They're not daggers at all. They're just little breaks, that marks that show that they're editorial additions.
Yeah. Great. Thank you for spending the morning with me. Jenny, thank you for reminding me to record. Gosh. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tamaki. That was great.
Yeah. Any request, any question, send me message or classroom.
Thank you, Tamaki.
Yeah, we actually have rehearsal, and I have quartet coming to my house, and I have to now cook lunch.
We'll all come too.
Yeah. About that, I felt like, oh, when lockdown finally end, and every and you know, the play along, we can do like, I don't know, somewhere, and everybody come. It would be good to, you know, kind of look forward to something like that, isn't it? Yeah.
I dread the day, actually, because we'll have to clean the entire house.
That's also true. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 On tomorrow.
Bye.
Hi, Kathy. It's great.